Get ready to indeed meet the beast we've assembled.
Today we bring you an epic assembly. AMD Ryzen 8500G, 16 GB of DDR5 RAM and an MSI P650. Gaming plus Wi-Fi in a case with a temperature display for the CPU and GPU.
And you might be wondering, community, that's right, my blue owls. We installed Windows 11 24H2 and tested the brutal performance of the integrated graphics that this processor has.
But that's not all. In the next video, we'll raise the stakes by installing an RTX 3070 Ti. Will you be able to improve this monster even more? Subscribe and don't miss it.
And here we have it, the AMD Ryzen 5 5500G, a titan of performance. This processor not only has brutal power with its next-gen integrated graphics, but it also promises a perfect balance for gaming, speed, and productivity without the need for a dedicated graphics card.
Ready to see everything it can do? Get ready to put its true power to the test with our performance tests. This is just the beginning.
And well guys, it's time to talk about the heart of our assembly, the MSI P650. Gaming plus Wi-Fi combines power and design for the most demanding gamers, with support for DDR5, PCIe 4.0, and ultra-fast Wi-Fi connectivity. It's ready to take the experience to the next level. Built to last and optimized for extreme performance. It's ready to take the experience to the next level.
Built to last and optimized for extreme performance. This beauty is ready for anything. Ready to see what it can do.
And this is where the magic begins. Installing MSI P650 key to build. Gaming plus Wi-Fi in your new home. A key step to bringing this epic build to life.
Now we put the heart of the beast, the AMD Ryzen. This processor, with its graphics, it's ready to work wonders in gaming and productivity. And to keep it cool under pressure, we're going to install the cooler. Thermal efficiency even in the most intense moments.
And to keep it cool, as a cucumber under pressure, we're going to install the glorious cooler. A combination that guarantees thermal efficiency, even in the most intense moments. This is really starting to take shape, gentlemen. We can see it now.
Everything's ready to keep building this monster. Are you ready to see it in action? Yes.
And it's time to add a touch of speed and style. These 8GB DDR5 memory modules not only deliver incredible performance, but they also light up our build with their spectacular, customizable RGB. Oh, for more pleasure.
Click and done. Each installed module adds power for multitasking and smooth gaming. With this combination, the system will be ready for whatever we throw at it, and it will do so in style.
Guys, the truth is this is really starting to look epic. Ready to fire up the beast and see how this super build comes to life. Now it's time where our ideas will be captured and above all, stored. It's time for storage. We're installing a 1 TB Kingston NVMe SSD designed to deliver impressive read and write speeds. This little giant will be responsible for ultra-fast load times and an operating system that flies.
Everything fits perfectly in its place, but we don't stop there. To keep it cool and running at its best, we're using the integrated heatsink from the MSI B650.
And here is the epic stage. For our build, guys, this case not only has design but also functionality. Spacious and sleek with a built-in display to monitor temperatures, it's truly a gem for any gamer setup.
With the covers removed, we're ready to install the power that fuels this beast, an MSI 850-watt modular power supply, with the power and efficiency needed to handle everything, even when we add the RTX 3070 Ti in the next video. With everything assembled and the power supply connected, it's time to bring it to life. We're getting ready to format and install Windows 11 24H2.
This is just the beginning, don't miss it, okay? Keep watching this video until the end, because something will surprise you. Perfect, guys, and now that we've finished the assembly, let's put everything in its place. We're going to dive into the BIOS to adjust the settings, and for security, we can temporarily enable the security boot so it can recognize a bootable drive that I've prepared with Ventoy. Then we disable that and press F10 to restart our computer. Alright, we confirm with yes and wait for it to reboot, and you know, it's the typical installation. I'm going to select Ventoy. Let's start with the operating system. Yes, we're going to select the format for time and currency. You know, next, then next. And well, we're going to select the Windows 11 Pro version, which is the one many gamers want to install, not the full version. We click next, accept the license terms, and there is our storage drive. As you can see, it's completely new. It has no partitions. We click next, and we wait for our Windows 11 24H2 to install completely. And see how it roars on this super high-end PC. Once the operating system is installed, we're going to update it and set it up completely. Let's get started, okay? Here we're watching a bit in fast motion so we don't bore you and can start with the performance tests. It just started, or it just did the first restart on our computer so we can obviously proceed. There, we click on Remind Me Later, and now let's see how it turned out. Let's see, I think there are still updates left. Alright, there it is, they're integrated, perfect. Let's close that and check out the performance at the end. How processes, how many threads? And that's where we're really going to see how much power does this computer have. Super nice cores and threads, right guys? A gem, a delight. Let's go to the device manager. There we see that we already have all the drivers without any issues. It detected everything right away. So we really thank Windows Update for making this easier for most technicians. Alright, let's close the task manager, and now let's go directly to the start button. Then we're going to run what's called the infamous TPM 2.0 to make sure everything is set up correctly in the BIOS, because without TPM 2.0, we wouldn't have been able to do an official installation of Windows, only a hacked one. And here, I'm guaranteeing that everything is activated according to what Microsoft requires, so this setup won't have any problems or issues, even with games that require this component, one of them being Valorant. There it is. I'm going to launch our browser directly, and let's go install the infamous Epic Games. The Epic Games to download the first games and the first titles. Okay, there it is. So, you know, right now we have an MME disk. I'm super excited, guys. This is the first build we're showcasing here on the channel for 2025, and let's see if this build is still worthy for this year, and the truth is, it is. We completely combined everything. We have a word for this client where, well, if you noticed, it's an AM5 socket, so it will have no issues with updates until 2027. It's completely covered, and it's not just any build, guys. It's definitely worth it, and the build is affordable. Let's click install. Let's accept the terms. You know, for Epic Games, we say yes, and we're going to do this for each of our games, and we'll be back in a moment with the performance tests. Remember, we're testing it with the integrated graphics. We're not using any external GPU or graphics card. I want you to see if this setup is really going to work for you anyway, and let's see if it surprises us. The truth is that many people tell us that this, or well, it's not so much the statistics. As we've seen in several tests we've conducted, The integrated GPU in this processor is roughly equivalent to a GTX 1050 Ti. Nothing unpleasant, guys. Having that kind of graphics built into the processor is a delight. Well, we just have to wait for all the games to finish downloading, and then we'll move on to the performance tests. Here, guys, we opened the browser again, and we're going to install an additional one, which is Steam. I want us to try games from Steam as well, because in other builds we've only tested from Epic Games. But what about those slightly A games? Alright, let's go ahead and install them. We have a Steam account here, and let's see how it goes or not. Will we really reach good FPS? Will this build still be worth it in 2025 with today's games? Let's see if we can do it, and with 16 GB of RAM, that's what's fascinating. Let's say yes. Our Steam, next we're going to click on the next one. You know, the typical next, and we close the browser. And we click on install. Perfect. There it's done. Now we can, just like we did with Epic Games, let's download those games. To really give you, that's worthy. Test and test that they deserve in this iconic setup. If you like it, you know, you can get it directly from us. Or with some of our partners, as we have great friends in the OUI admin or OUI tester of our community. I'm putting this setup in your hands. If you find yourself in the middle, happy to assemble it. You can message me via Discord or WhatsApp and get in touch with me. You're really going to love it. Well, let's not wait any longer. We have the games ready. Now let's get started with the first test of GTA.
Welcome to the ultimate challenge. Today, this dream setup with a Ryzen 5 8500G, 16 GB of DDR5 RAM at 5200 MHz, and an NCI, Gaming Plus Wi-Fi B650. It will face the most popular and demanding games. Are you ready to see everything this beast is capable of? Don't miss a second, because what's coming will surprise you. And gloves of pure power with gold certification. Integrated graphics that promise brutal performance and optimization that pushes this setup to the limit. Today, we'll see if this monster can handle these games that we've had in the lineup. Stay until the end to find out what its maximum performance will be. Starting with GTA 5, Steam, Dead by Daylight Valorant, and Fortnite. And GTA V. We start with a titan, GTA V, a game that continues to challenge hardware and even after so many years. We've set it up on ultra graphics quality, with dynamic shadows, advanced textures, and real-time reflections. What's the result? Look at those FPS. This Ryzen 5 8500G shows that integrated graphics don't have to fall behind. But that's not all. How will it handle high-intensity scenes like chases and massive explosions? Pay attention to the smoothness in every detail. With controlled temperature and efficient consumption, this machine shows that it's not just powerful, it's also smart. GTA V is just the beginning. Get ready for what's coming. Melody. When I dance on your fly, 'cause I know it's me you adore. It is me you adore. How does it really feel to breathe on your day? They've never seen you out of your head, cut to the bonus, broken up a bit. Now, a complete change of pace with Steam, a game that surprises, with its detailed graphics and unique artistic style. Here, the reflections on the wet streets and the neon lights demand high performance. Can this build maintain the visual magic without compromising FPS? Watch as the Ryzen 5 8500G handles every texture and effect from shadows to highlights. Everything moves with captivating smoothness. This game demands more than it seems, but our machine is more than ready to give you an unforgettable gaming experience. How does it exactly feel to really breathe when you're truly dead? They've never seen you outside of your chest. Cut to the shoulder, it's a chest that has been broken. Sadness. How does it feel to breathe exactly when you're dead? They've never seen you outside of your chest. Cut to the shoulder, it's a chest that has been broken. It's time for a little adrenaline. In Dead by Daylight, the balance between graphics and performance is put to the test. How does our setup handle real-time dynamic shadows, particles, and smooth animations in the midst of chaos? Do you see these intense moments as we chase or are chased? Details from the footsteps to the lighting are rendered with a precision that keeps you on the edge of your seat. This game is pure tension, and our setup hasn't dropped a single frame. Incredible. From the intense to the mysterious, this game takes us into a world of shadows and details. It tests not only the graphics, but also the hardware's ability to maintain a fluid and immersive environment. Can this ensemble handle transitions between dark scenes and complex lighting effects? See for yourself, every corner of this world comes to life. And the best part is, not a single drop in performance. This setup is designed to shine even in the darkest scenarios. We move on to competitive action with Valorant, where every frame can be the difference between victory and defeat, maxed out settings and unlocked FPS. Get ready to see how this setup dominates the matches. The result? A smooth experience that will make you feel like you're inside the game. No delays, no drops. This setup shows that even without a dedicated graphics card, it can compete like a pro. I'm not going anywhere, literally. And we close with the global phenomenon Fortnite. Graphics on medium quality, quick build, and frantic battles. All without compromising stability. Will it be able to maintain high FPS as the action intensifies? You're seeing it right now. From the details in the textures to the dynamic shadows, Fortnite has never looked this good on a setup like this. What a way to wrap up this great test.
Guys, and the boss for the epic closing, this setup has proven its power from GTA 5 to Fortnite. We've seen spectacular performance that redefines what an integrated graphics setup is today, boss. Yes, you can do it. That's why this is just the beginning, my friends. What will happen when we add an RTX 3070 Ti to this setup? Don't miss it in our next video. Right, boss? Anything else? Yes. Okay. Alright. Okay. Ready. Okay. Let us know in the comments which game you want us to test with this setup. Subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and join us in the next level of this tech adventure. See you in the next video. Hey, Owicron community, let's share. Okay. Ready. Announcement, buddy. It's done. Until next time.